Do you feel any remorse for the cops that got killed? And be real.
Can you
Wait.
Can you fart?
Wait, I'm feeling my remorse. Wait, chill.
Can you fart?
No. I mean, I would if I could, but I can't. Because it wasn't no remorse for Latasha. It wasn't no remorse for you, Seth Hawkins. And there wasn't no remorse when the motherfuckers kicked my ass. So they can all motherfucking die till they respect me as a motherfucking man. And every black man out there, they can all motherfucking die. And that's real. Until they do, more motherfuckers gonna die. As long as they got bullets, it's gonna be some justice around this motherfucker.
We back again, y'all. We back again with a part 4. White Man's World, part 4. We back. Honestly, I think it's all fake. Oh, no, it was in the media. It's real. It was on the news. It's real. I think it's all fake. What did I tell y'all about when something goes worldwide, but then you have an incident that just happened last night in Dayton, Ohio or something, and you heard the whole world didn't hear about it? Why is it that the whole world only hears about certain stories? Remember what I told y'all, when you hear, whenever they throw the black or white or Mexican or Asian, the race words in it, instead of saying a man or 2 boys was fighting and 1 boy stabbed somebody, if you hear the race words in the fucking titles, it's fake, man. It's fake. It's race bait. Y'all don't think, man. They gotta keep throwing this race shit out here to rule over y'all so they can rule over your kids and your grandkids' kids. I say it all the fucking time. But nobody wanna listen to me. Y'all gonna take that bait and start arguing like stupid ass animals again. But since y'all wanna argue, I'm here. I'm here to put my opinion down on this shit. My request, I should cry if they cried when we buried Malcolm X. You are not going to hear me, you're not going to make me feel sorry. Let's say it is true. You're not going to make me feel sorry for some kid. I'm going to just say kid because I don't like to say white kid or black kid or whatever. You're not going to make me feel sorry for some kid just because he looks like you. But then, in the same breath, for hundreds of years, people getting fed to alligators and all kind of shit. People getting took from their parents and all kind of shit. And you guys feel no sympathy. This is my issue. Why is it that you're in so much of an uproar because somebody who looked like you, which this is her plan, it's all fake. Somebody who looked like you got hurt by somebody who looks different. Now you got a problem. But when it's the other way around, oh, he probably was reaching for some shit, or he did this, he did that. It's always an excuse. That's why I'm not trying to hear nothing that these motherfuckers got to say. Until I see the same type of vibration and energy and sympathy for little Latasha and all them that got killed innocently, Emmett Till and all them, I don't care. Because it's still not changing. You want me to feel sorry for dude that got killed and this and that, but you want to ignore when the 400 years of slaves got killed and all their kids and all that. It don't matter to you, right? Nah, fuck your opinion. Fuck your opinion, because the reason why, it's not because it's fuck Austin, but it's fuck your opinion, because if Austin looked like me, a lot of them motherfuckers that's in the comment section would not even care. You only care because Austin looks like you and the person who did it looks different. If Austin was stabbed by a so-called white dude, a lot of you motherfuckers, not my friends list, this is for my friends list to get the comprehension of what I'm trying to get. Not my friends list, but the social media. None of these people would even care. All them racist people, they would not even care. They only care because it was so-called a black dude that stabbed Austin. You don't even know what Austin did. Austin could have been bullying that guy. How do you know? But, of course, you're going to assume that the black dude is wrong because he's black. Period. Period. You're just racist people, man. If you do not have that same sympathy for, what's the dude that was eating the Skittles? Trevon Martin, which is another fake story. But we gonna act like it's real because y'all sheep love to act like shit's real. So since y'all want to act like shit real, I'm gonna act like shit real, even though I know it's not real. It's there to put y'all in the frenzy to argue. That's what it's there for. That's what it's there for. That's why the titles say black kid or white kid or white person or black person or white girl stabbed by black people murdered a white couple. Man, y'all gotta wake the fuck up, man. These people are playing strings on y'all minds, bro. If it was real, it would just simply say a man stabbed a couple or this or that. They would not put black and white in it. Why would they do that? If it's just a story of somebody getting hurt. They're putting the black and white in there to make y'all argue. Y'all fall for it every fucking time, bro. I refuse to argue with people who only care about when a kid that look like them get murdered or killed. But when a kid look like me, you ain't got shit to say. Or if you do have something to say about it, it's he deserved it. He was doing something wrong. He's a thug. He's this, he's that. I have zero respect for people like that. It's not about Austin. It's about the people. I'm not arguing with you. I can look, if it's a real story, which I don't think it is. If it was real, then in my heart with God, yeah, it's like, damn, why that dude had to die. If I was there, I would help Austin. Or I would try to stop the situation from happening, right? Because I could save somebody from going to jail and save somebody from going to a cemetery. But as far as arguing with other people and discussing something, no. Until I see that you feel sorry for Emmett Till, Latasha, and all them other people and stop saying, well, black people killed people. That's why I don't care, you liar. Because you kill each other. Who's putting all that poison in other people's food? I'm so tired of the world acting like there's no such thing as white on white crime. Nobody kills white people or hurts white people more than white people. And I can prove that by the fact that who owns the world. Who owns the world is killing us all. So who's that? Who's this person that owns the world if white on white crime does not exist? I need a white person to answer this shit. Who in the fuck owns the world? These Jews and whites, right? So who's putting poison in all our food and killing white people and putting these bullshit ass racist stories out to make y'all fighting shit, which is another form of killing white people because you're making everybody, as long as I can keep whites and blacks divided, I can rule over them and keep killing them and killing their grandkids and their grandkids. That's why I got to put out these fake media stories about racism every fucking year to make people fight because they don't know any better. I'm only covering the fucking video right now because y'all think it's real. I don't think it's real. Anytime they put black or white in the title, it's not real. They wouldn't do it. They would simply say, such and such ran up on Trevon Coleman I ain't gonna use God forbid, forget that. Such and such ran up on an innocent guy sitting in his car about to go into the gym and shots was fired. They'd say the names. They wouldn't say black kid or white kid. They're not gonna do that. They do that for y'all so y'all can argue, and that's exactly what y'all do. And it just shows that, oh, we only care about when Austin got stabbed by black people. But when little Natasha got killed or Emmett Till or any of that, they was a thug. That's why it happened. You see the problem? That's why I'm making this video. I'm not making this video because, oh, fuck Austin and this and that. No, I'm pointing out the obvious. I don't want to hear about no Austin until I hear about the 700 slaves and shit. The 700 million slaves and shit. I don't want to hear about no Austin. In my heart, okay, God knows that I feel sorry if somebody gets killed. I don't gotta come to y'all for that. I don't gotta argue with racist people about how I feel about if a little white kid got stabbed. I don't gotta do that. Because God knows my heart. You can't hide your heart from God. But until I hear y'all discuss little Natasha, Emmett Till, and all them people, then don't tell me about no white kid getting killed, no white girl getting killed, none of that. No Chinese, no none of that. Until I see the motherfuckers have sympathy for black people getting killed, please keep that shit over there because you don't give a fuck when it's me, when people look like me. So why should I care? It's not that I don't care because God knows my heart, but I'm not trying to hear you. I ain't trying to discuss that shit with any of y'all because you don't want to discuss the shit with me. That's why there's racism in the world now. Every time a little black kid gets killed by a cop or something, he must have been wrong. He must have been doing something. You a grown ass fucking cop. You had to kill the kid. You had to kill the kid, right? But meanwhile, such and such shoots up a whole school and you got him sitting down giving him water and McDonald's and shit. Fuck out of here. And that's probably a fake story too that make people in their feelings and all. It's all fake. I'm telling y'all. Oh no, you're wrong, Twan. It's not. Yes, it is. If they put black and white in that shit, it's fake. Somebody in Dayton probably could have got killed last night. I guarantee you it's not all over on TV everywhere. Why is this story only and all the other fake stories the only ones that get broadcasted worldwide? There's a reason for that. And y'all fall for it, man. They have to divide y'all as races and money and gender so they can keep ruling over you and your grandkids and your grandkids' kids and your grandkids' kids. Y'all are giving them power. Start ignoring their stories. But that's never going to happen because everybody's already been programmed to be racist or defensive or pointing the finger, right? We don't know. You don't know. Racist person that's against a little black kid. You don't fucking know if Austin, you don't know what Austin did. How do you know that Austin wasn't bullying that person or not? How do you really know? You don't. You don't. But I guarantee you if Austin was black, right? And the white kid was the black kid, most of these racist motherfuckers would have some assumption already in their mind that the black kid must have done something. That's why he did it. See, I just don't fuck with racist people. I'm not trying to hear your cry because you didn't hear my cry. You didn't hear the 400-year crying. You don't give a fuck when it's black people, but you want black people to give a fuck when it's you. I don't. Sorry. I don't care about your cry. Put it like that. I care about anybody getting killed. Yeah, I don't want nobody to die. But I don't give a fuck about your cry or your opinion. Keep that shit over there until we start discussing Emmett Till and all that. I ain't trying to hear shit. Like Pac said, I shall cry if they cried when they buried Malcolm X. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Till they start feeling some sympathy when black people are getting killed, which is why the Black Lives Movement was put in place in the first place. Well, actually, it was put in there to divide y'all of racism. But as far as innocent people who want justice, it was put there because you had black people getting killed for no reason. Or subjectively for no reason, should I say. Right? And then you have all lives matter and this and that. Now, all of a sudden, because Austin got killed, one out of how many people that black people been murdered so far? Now white lives matter and all this. It's just a slap in the face of the cops that killed all them black people. We don't give a fuck. We're going to make a mockery. Little Austin got killed, one out of thousands of others. White lives matter. Get the fuck out of here, man. Honestly, Black Lives Matter was created by white people. Why don't you go to them first and tell them why you're against Black Lives Matter instead of going after black people who had no power to make this fucking campaign? It's the higher ups. But white America refuses to go after the higher ups. You know why? Because they white. Because the higher ups are white and Jewish. So they're not going to go after their own people. They always go after black people. Like it's the black people's fault. It's the black people's fault that they mad at racism. Oh, it don't exist. Yes, the fuck it does. Because the higher ups put it there. You might not have put it there, but it still exists because the higher ups use that to divide people. But by you saying it don't exist, you're part of the problem. You're taking up for them. But of course you don't want to hear that because it benefits you. Even though you say it don't. Even though you say it don't. If Austin was killed by a white dude, you wouldn't hear none of this shit. Plain and simple. They know that they got to put different races together and make people argue. They know what they're doing. These people know what they're doing, man. And that's why the Bible say the truth shall set you free. When you know the truth of how these Illuminati motherfuckers move, I don't got to get in my feeling, oh, the black person, they had all white Jews and all that. Man, it's all a bunch of bullshit. It's all fake. To make y'all fight amongst each other so they can keep ruling over you. Because if we ever came together as people, like if all races of people that are not a part of the elite came together, they couldn't rule over us no more. They couldn't control us no more. So they got to use racism. Every year they got to come out with other shit, other stories, black this, white that, all bullshit to make y'all get in y'all feelings. It would just simply say a team stabbed another team at a track meet. It would not say black or white. Why? Ask yourself. If it's not about race, why they put race in the title? Why? They know what they're doing, man. That's how I know. That's what I know is fake. When I see that black or white shit, oh, that's some fake shit right there. That's a story from the elite Illuminati that's putting that shit out because they control the media. They got grids and shit. These people act like they God. Oh, look at the grid. Black people have murdered more white people than white people have murdered blacks. When? Show me. I'm being honest. I don't have a grid of numbers because I'm not God. But as far as my eyes see, I don't think so. There's no fucking way that you could possibly believe that black people have murdered white people more than whites have murdered black. How? Where's this at? Oh, the same people who control the media and the videos and all this other bullshit y'all believe, they control that shit too. STDs, oh, it's the black person. Crime, just the black person. It's always using the black person as the scapegoat because they have programmed everybody to look negative towards black people so they can get that off. They couldn't get that shit off if they tried to pin it on white people or whatever other races that are regarded as highly better people to society because they haven't programmed them to be evil. Only these black people. There's a reason for that. Why attack them so much? Something about them black people that they don't want y'all to know. There's something about them black people that they don't want y'all to know. I know though. I know. That's why I'm a great person, because I know who I am. But they don't want y'all to know. They want y'all to hate these people because in the end, everybody's going to need these people. I promise you. There's no way around it. They're going to need these people in the end. The elite know that. The elite's main objective is to keep those people down because those people will be the people in the position of the elite eventually. And they know that. Because them curses ain't going to last forever. The covenant curses was not forever. So the elite got to buy all the time they can. But that's a whole nother subject. My thing is, until I see white America crying when a black person gets killed by a white person, I'm not trying to hear. I'm sorry. Like Pac said, I would feel sorry, but I can't because there's no remorse when little Natasha was killed and such and such and such and such. You didn't care, so why should I care? Why? And then you got people who kill black people, allegedly, and don't even get charged with nothing. And white America knows this, but they'll still hop on this shit and spill their feelings over that. But they won't say nothing about that shit. Why? Oh, he was just a thug. He was just because they don't like you. They don't fuck with you. Most of them just don't fuck with you. That's why they only care when it's them. They don't care when it's you. So I don't want to hear shit they got to say about Austin. I just don't. It's nothing personal against Austin. Because I don't want nobody to die, not even a fucking piece of shit Klan member. But I ain't trying to hear shit you got to say, dog. People need to understand this shit on a higher, it's not about race and this and that. If it's not about race, why aren't these same people that got all these problems about Austin being dead, why don't they have it when little Natasha got killed? Just wondering. I'll drink some of this when y'all come up with an answer to that. I'll wait. Somebody type it. Somebody type why it's not that way. If there's no racism and nobody's racist like everybody claim, no, you just want to be a victim. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, if I just want to be a victim so much, prove to me where all those white people who got a problem with Austin dying was there when little Tasha got shot. Or Trayvon Martin. Without you saying he was a thug and this and that. Because maybe Austin was a thug and this and that. Prove it. Oh, you can't. Because you only care about it when it's you. And I don't care. I don't have a problem. I'm not racist. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. God know my heart. I'm racist against a racist motherfucker. And if you're a black person that's racist, I just don't keep that shit over there. We not talking about that. We're going to talk about some other shit or we ain't got nothing to talk about at all. But people who are racist against black people, I'm racist against you. Not because you're race, because you are a racist. There's a difference. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the same medicine you got. You don't like me because what I look like? Well, I don't like you because what you look like. Difference is I don't hate your race. I hate you. I don't like you. I don't hate nobody. I just don't like you. I don't respect you because you don't respect me. You think it's okay for Trevon Martin and Latasha and them to get murdered, but and other innocent people who only got murdered because they was reaching for an ID or something, and even if they was running from the cops, did they deserve to get shot? If they was not putting that cop's life in danger, did they deserve to get shot? No, but according to you, they did. You laugh about it and all kind of shit. All the racist motherfuckers laugh about it, make mockery about it, all kind of shit. Now, when it's you, you want me to feel sorry for you. Fuck you, dog. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. I don't feel sorry for your feelings. Put it like that. I need the same respect. Black people need to demand the same respect. I ain't saying go out and hate people. Don't do what they do. Just fucking ignore them. Don't even give them no energy. Because they don't care when it's you. So you do the same thing. Oh, I don't care either. Bye. I'm not trying to hear your cry. I'm not trying to hear white Americans cry until they hear black Americans cry. Just saying. That doesn't mean that I don't have family of whites and all that. That's different. They have nothing to do with that. I'm talking about as a whole, America. Until I hear white America cry for blacks the same way that they want me to cry for them, I'm not doing it. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. That doesn't make me wrong. That just makes me realize that you not fuck with me like that. So I'm not trying to hear the shit when you go through it. Because you don't care when I go through it. That's it. Oh, I thought that shit was broken. Like, what the fuck? My main objective of making this video is to let y'all know that this shit is probably 99% chance that it's fake. Every year they bring stories out about racism and shit. And I get tired of hearing, well, he's a thug, he's this, he's that, he's a gangbanger. And if they are kids, don't they get a chance to change? I used to be a gangbanger, a thug, and all that shit. I don't do that shit now. Look what happened. Look how I changed into something great. You even have this one white dude was talking about one of these black football players who was bad. Nobody gave him a chance. And it's a famous football player. I can't think of his name. He turned out to be great. Got his own businesses and everything. He said, no, everybody else gave up on him, didn't want to get him to their college and all that. And he didn't. And the dude turned out to be a great person, great father and all that. But let racist America tell it, they're perfect. And they're the only ones that deserve to make mistakes. You know, black people don't deserve to make mistakes and all. Nah, it's just sad, man. They don't even look at black kids as fucking kids. They look at them as adults or animals and shit. So fuck you, dog. That's how I feel about racist motherfuckers. I don't fuck with you. Not your race, but you. You know who you are. I don't gotta say shit. I don't gotta label you as a race. I just label you as a racist because that's the issue. It's not your race, it's your racism. If you do not feel the same type of energy for Austin so-called getting stabbed that you would if somebody black got stabbed, you're racist. I don't give a fuck what you say. Say whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. You are a racist. I didn't say I didn't feel sorry for Austin. I said I'm not going to entertain motherfuckers talking about it because they don't entertain talking about Trevon Martin and shit. They always say he was a thug. I guess Austin was a thug then. Yeah, let's do that then. He probably was a thug, man. Austin was probably a thug. That's probably why he got stabbed. I can't even say that straight without feeling a certain way. But you motherfuckers are animals. That's why you can't say it. That's why you say it with no remorse. And my job is to expose you motherfuckers. Expose how you only care about when it's Austin or somebody like Austin, not somebody like Trevon or Gerard. These motherfuckers talking about they got a grid of showing that black people do this and that. And another, they always say black people commit the most crimes. But your people rule the world and are committing the most crimes out of everyone. They just not being convicted, but they commit the most. Dog, if you are bringing the drugs to the fucking communities in the country, you are the biggest drug dealer. You are the biggest drug dealers. You're the biggest gangsters. You're the biggest murderers. You're the biggest rapists. But nobody want to say you, though. Because you've done a magnificent job of making the world believe it's the black people who are the biggest murderers and the biggest rapists and the biggest thieves. But it's you. Poisoning my food. Everybody's food. That means murder. Taking everybody's mortgage and taxes and all that shit. Robbery. Your Illuminati sex child rings. Rape. How you got America in the first place. Rape. Ain't nobody got time for this shit, man. That man of sin must be revealed, dog, and it ain't the black person. The only way it's a black person is those 7 families are black, which they might be. That's why the Pope might be kissing the black person's feet. But we don't see it as that. We see it as the so-called Jews and the white man is the ones who are the Illuminati. So unless there's 7 faces of the 7 families, black hiding behind that shit, which is very possible. Because Romans and shit, all they are is they're breeded people that are black over time. That's all people are. All these races of people are just different black people, man. That's why racism is the dumbest, stupidest shit ever. You're all the same for real. You just look different. Can't tell nobody that, especially not a racist. Not a racist. Oh, Rome did this and Africa still this and that. You stupid motherfucker. And the Negro is not the African. We all come from the same people, but the Negro is a different breed than the African. Just like you will say Dutch is different than Irish. Or Koreans is different than Asians, and so forth and so on. But oh no, black people all in the same lump, huh? Fuck out of here, man. I shall put a difference between the Egyptians and the Hebrews. That's thus said the Lord, not one. Thus said the Lord. So Moses and Jesus supposedly go hide in Egypt. And this is why in that 10 Commandments movie, they hide the fact they don't put in that scene where Moses' flesh turned a different color than it turned back. Because they want you to believe the Egyptians was the so-called Arabs or white. They don't want you to see that scene where Moses' skin was, what do they call it in the Bible? Where they where people turn pale. They can't do it because that would kill their whole argument and it will let you know the Negro and the African are the Egyptians and Hebrews. They don't want y'all to know that though. It's sickening. It's sickening, man. I don't believe this Austin story. I don't believe that all judges was white. I don't believe none of that bullshit. It's all to get you on the uproar to talk about shit. Anytime you see a lot of people gravitate towards some shit, that's how they wanted it. Now when you go out in the world, you're going to have other races looking at you. So they already doing it. But it's going to get even worse. This is why they got Chud the Builder, those fake ass videos, thinking that it's okay to walk around and say the N-word to black people everywhere. If you start doing that as a white person, some bad shit probably gonna happen to you 9 times out of 10. But in the video, it shows that, oh, it's okay. They don't do nothing. See, they ain't gonna do nothing. You gotta be out your fucking mind if you really think that those videos are real and he just walking around doing that shit. Yeah, right. In what world? Even if he knew how to fight, nobody's that dumb. Even a white dude that know how to fight, legit. He not gonna do no dumb shit like that. That's dumb. But they got y'all believing that it's real, and they got especially racist motherfuckers believing that it's okay and it's real, and they gonna try that shit in real life, and it's not gonna be no fairy tale Chud the Builder shit where you just ride off in the sunset and go to jail. Oh, the script's over now, so let's act like he went to jail now. The script's over. You know what I'm saying? The script's over, people. We done done our part. We put it out there. Now let's act like Chud the Builder went to jail. Fuck out of here. It's all fake, man. It's fake. These people lie to y'all, man. Y'all don't get it. Everything y'all see, you should question. Why did they put this there? But y'all don't. Y'all just believe everything they say. Crisis actors and everything, but y'all think, nah, it's real because they said it. They said a lot of shit. They said that Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. They don't want you to tell you that the slaves had to fight. They was fighting. They weren't even slaves yet. In fact, they was already here, Moors and shit, fighting for the land. And I guess they lost. But they want you to, and actually they ended up freeing themselves, but they want you to think one guy freed them. It don't even make sense, man. It just don't. So unless those Europeans all had guns, how the fuck they all physically just out-muscled and out-beat all black men? How? You really believe that? In your heart of hearts, do you really believe that? It don't even sound right. They got to do that though, because they got to make you seem like you're inferior. Bow down, slave. I'm better than you, and this and that, and that's what they do. I'm a better father than him, and he's a thief, and all these things that they say. You know what I mean? But if you so much better, and black people are just nothing, and this and that, then why you gotta say it every day? I know if I'm better than a motherfucker, I don't gotta say it every day. I don't got to. I'm better than you, right? Why you gotta make your women think we better than them? Don't pick them. Why? Shouldn't the woman see it, motherfucker? If you so much better, why you gotta try so hard? Daughter, don't date this, and you're not allowed to date that and all this. Why? Wouldn't your daughter just see it? I know people who aren't racist, and guess what? Their daughter don't date black dudes. They may have had a black boyfriend or something before, but they probably did that out of the fact they like the dude. They didn't have to say, don't do this. Because 9 times out of 10, if they just keep it real and all that shit, and they not racist and shit, 9 times out of 10, their daughter gonna want to do just like they dad any fucking way. It's you racist motherfuckers that get that shit, man. Now, if I have a black daughter, don't you date the white guy. I don't gotta do that. I don't gotta, she do it. But like I said, man, I don't want to hear nothing about no fucking Austin until I hear about little Natasha, Emmett Till, Trevon Martin, and all of them. I need to hear that shit first. How we go from what happened to that story? Why we gotta go to we not done with that one yet? When is white America going to address that? Address that first, then we can address this. But you don't want to do that, so I'm not addressing what you not trying to hear what you guys say. God knows my heart as far as Austin goes. But I ain't got to talk to you motherfuckers about it, because you don't want to talk about Emmett Till. You don't want to talk about Lil Natasha. You don't want to talk about Trayvon Martin and all them other people. And don't give me that bullshit about thug this, thug that. I seen a big-ass white dude hop in the sheriff's car and try to hit them with the sheriff's car. Let's talk it out, Johnny. No shots fired, motherfucker. Not one shot fired. This motherfucker jumped in the sheriff's car trying to hit them with the car. Let that be me. Soon as I even reach for that damn sheriff car. This is what I mean. But nobody want to address that, so I'm not trying to hear it. If you black, the best thing to do is just leave it alone. Don't say ignore it. Just like they ignored you the past 400 years. Ignore that story. So, okay, a black person did something to one of them. Guess what? We've been saying this forever. Ain't nobody hearing our cry. Why should I hear theirs? And I guarantee you, if Austin got stabbed, it's not even real anyway. But since y'all think it is real, I guarantee you, if Austin got stabbed by a white dude, we wouldn't hear this shit. You wouldn't hear nothing. I'm telling y'all, though, they trying to make motherfuckers fight against each other because they got to. That's the only way they can keep ruling over us and your grandkids, et cetera, et cetera. Not just with money or gender. Race is the biggest one that they use. That's their go-to move. You know how they be like, damn, shit, they kind of waking up and realizing that we the Illuminati and we trying to rule over them and separate them and shit. Fuck it. Let's throw another race story out there. They always bite on that one. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they say black or white in the shit, I'm telling y'all, it's some shit made up. They wouldn't say that, man. They wouldn't. They'd be like, Albert killed Angela. Albert Adams shot Angela Turner on 3rd Street. That's what it would say. It would not say black, white, or it wouldn't say that. They doing that because it's fake, man. I promise y'all. And that Chud motherfucker is fake as fuck. And that Chud motherfucker, that fake ass, man, you can look at the video. The motherfucker's standing out to the background. The background don't even look real. Some of them, they blended in there more. But a couple of them, man, that motherfucker was standing completely out from the background. And he gonna make racist motherfuckers believe they can just go around saying it's the black people, and it's not gonna be pretty. This is what they want you to do. They want racist motherfuckers. We know how they feel, so let's just put something out there and make it think it's okay. Black people ain't gonna do shit. Go ahead. I'm telling you, go ahead. That'd be like me. It don't matter if I could fight. I could be Mike Tyson himself. I ain't gonna walk around a bunch of redneck. Why would I do that? It don't make sense. And y'all want me to believe this fairy tale motherfucker doing that shit? Stop it. I know black people, and I know that ain't happening. It just ain't happening, especially the younger ones. They not even gonna think. But wait a minute. Let me say this. Ain't we the criminals and the ones violent and all that? Then why didn't they get so violent with Chud? Why he get so many videos off without nobody doing nothing? If black people are so damn violent, why did it take so many so-called videos for Chud to actually get retaliation? Oh, I thought we were so violent and shit. What happened to that? Can't have it both ways. Can't say we violent then and the video show that we not. But I seen the AI video where they had this little black kid running from this cop, and then the cop just moved the black kid's face and started shooting. That's fake, man. That's fake. So a cop gonna do that with the camera, body camera on. He gonna commit murder right in front of him. Come on, man. Y'all gotta think. Just like the one choking the black dude. So the cop gonna stand right there and choke the black dude in front of everybody. Commit murder right in front of everybody. Why would he do that? Now, if it was a dark share road or something, I could see that. But right in front of everybody, and then guess what? They give you all that story. It's funny how only certain stories go viral and the rest you don't hear about. Like, if Albert shot Angela, you probably wouldn't hear about that shit. Right? But if they made the story, then you would hear about it. It would go viral because they want y'all to believe the story that they're putting out. How come I ain't hear about such and such getting shot in LA last night? Somebody got shot or stabbed or something in LA. I ain't hear shit about it. Did y'all? Did you hear anything about something happening in LA last night? I guarantee you something happened. Why ain't we hear about it? Why we only hear about certain stories? Austin got stabbed and shit. Come on, man. You know how many white dudes that stabbed in Austin last night? More than likely. At least one. Somebody that stabbed, some white dude stabbed some white dude at a bar or something last night somewhere. Why not hear about that? Why is it just this Austin story? Because they want racism, man. I'm telling you, they want race war. And y'all gonna fall for it. I will fall for that shit, man. Bottom line, dog, I don't give a fuck. Don't come to me about no Austin shit and none of that bullshit until we start discussing Emmett Till. We still back in 1940s trying to discuss what happened there. All right, with them, with so-called racist America. When we gonna address this shit? I'm still waiting, and I'm waiting for my mule too, and I'm waiting for you to stop lying to my people and telling them that they came on a slave boat. You came on a slave boat. When you gonna give me my inheritance back and tell me that I was already here and tell me who I really am, and stop saying I'm African and this or that? When you gonna give me that back? Fuck the reparations. How about telling my people the truth about who they really are so they can start being scientists and all this other shit instead of thinking the only option now is basketball, football, selling drugs or something like that. See, you took their inheritance away so they think it's corny to be a fucking scientist. Meanwhile, there's a lot of black scientists, but they don't know that because you hide it from them. So I just gotta play basketball. That's the only way out. You know how many people gonna make it playing basketball, bro? But what if I knew I could be this, or this, or this, or this? Now there's way more chance of me being successful, but that's not what you want. Because you want to be on top and you want to be the only one successful while you keep these people down. And cry racism's happening to you because little Austin. Some of y'all, man, look, you got a dude shooting up at school and he was troubled. He was troubled. That's why he shot up the school. If a black dude do it, he's a thug, he's this, he's that. I don't give a fuck, man. I know the truth and I see it for what it is. And I'm not fucking with anybody that's racist, man. I'm not fucking with you. I'm just gonna bust your ass in the head with the facts and keep it moving. You can keep your little lies. They committed the most crimes in the world and this and that. Fuck out of here. How are they committing the most crimes in the world when they don't own the world? Whoever owns the world is committing the most crimes. Look at this place. But you want me to be convinced that it's black people on the street corner. Meanwhile, bombs and shit all over Baghdad and all kind of shit. Black people ain't owning no bombs. They ain't owning no fucking boats. None of that shit. You own this motherfucker, dog. It's facts. You are the biggest drug dealer. You brought the fucking drugs to the country. That's like me putting people on the block. I brought the weight to put people on the block. So does that exclude me of being a drug dealer because I didn't go on the block? I gave the people the work to go on the block, but I didn't. But now I'm not the drug dealer, only them? No. I'm the biggest drug dealer. I put them all on. So you who own the fucking boats, to bring the guns and shit, you are the biggest murderer and the biggest drug dealer. And you putting poison in everybody's food. That's murder. I might not have died right then, but over time you're killing somebody. Same thing. But it's the black person committing all the crimes, right? Fuck out of here. It's not, it's y'all. Address that elephant in the room, then you could come down to black people. Until then, I don't want to hear shit about what a black person did. Because you not addressing the motherfuckers on top first. Why? Because they look like you. You can say, oh, well, you don't address black people. Bullshit. Because I hold myself accountable first. That's how I am where I am. I am a black person, right? And I try to represent black people correctly. So I hold myself accountable. Everything that I hold myself to, I want black people to do too. I'm not giving rappers a pass for talking about lean and all that. They don't get no pass for me. If I had kids, you best believe I wouldn't say don't listen to rap music, but I would tell them, this is why they put this here. This is why you can't listen to the music that actually has messages. They don't want that. I would explain to them why, period. Now, if they want to do it, that's on them. At least they know why this or that and what's right from wrong. That's all I could do. But I don't give a fuck about no Austin story, none of that bullshit, white America crying shit until I see you cry for... He said, my request, we should cry if they cried when they buried Malcolm X. That's probably the realest bar you could ever put when it comes to this bullshit. Because it's fucking facts. It's facts. I am not crying for no Austin until you cry for Malcolm X. And all them other people that got murdered and thrown off of boats and whatever. After the fact that you took over the people that was already here. Stop telling these people that they came on a boat and that's the only hit. You're some liars. Thieves. And another thing, they say we the biggest thieves. These motherfuckers taking taxes from everybody. Man, you go to work and they take a taxes. You buy a car, they take a taxes. You buy a house, they take it. That's theft. But yet, white America will not lock their doors on them motherfuckers. Oh shit, Twan, come and lock that door, baby. But you ain't gonna lock the door on the motherfuckers that's blatantly robbing you of your taxes, your mortgage, and all that. Why? Because you have been programmed to believe the only thieves are the blackies. The blackies are the only thieves, baby. Not the people in the White House who look like me. They're not a thief. They're not a murderer. They're not this or that. Man, these people are the most evil people in the world. People who rule the world is your enemy, man. It's not the so-called person next to you down the block, your neighbor. It's not your black neighbor or your white neighbor or your Asian neighbor that's cool with you. It's not them, man. It's the fucking elite. When will y'all wake the fuck up and get it? Anytime y'all see the black and white word in these stories, it's fucking them. It's fake. It's not real. I promise you, they would not put it there. It would simply say, such and such stabbed such and such at the nightclub. Period. End of story. It would say their names and what they did. It would not say the black kid stabbed the white. It just wouldn't do this, man. Y'all gotta wake up, man. I don't know what else to say about this shit. Fuck it, man. Fuck that shit, man. I don't believe it's real. I just don't. You know, they go from saying he got stabbed by the black kid. Now all the juries was all white. Now we got to piss the black people off. We didn't piss the white people off with the Austin getting stabbed by the black guy who they think is just the N-word thug, right? We did that part. Okay, now let's go to the black people and say that all the juries was all white. And he got convicted, but the white dude that did that shit a while back who skated after he so-called killed a black person, we didn't charge him. It's all facade, man. I'm telling y'all, these people are smart, but once you know their ways, they can't fool you. All you gotta do is watch their patterns. It's the same pattern. They do the same two-step all the time because people are so much sheep that they don't even recognize it. They've been doing this to us for years. When I say us, I'm talking about the whole entire world. They've been doing this shit, man. They do it because we so distracted and shit. It's not about, well, down that dude Trevon, he woke, I can't get him. They don't need it. They don't have to get all of us. They just got to get the majority. So in other words, they just got to get the majority of the white people to think black people's racist or thugs and criminals and all this, or get black people mad at white people instead of the white people who rule the world. You know what I mean? That's all they got to do, get the majority. They don't got to get individuals. Because the individual is not the threat, it's the majority. So when the majority of people wake up, it's like races of people getting picked on by a small group of people at the top. Once they stop looking at each other, look at the top, like, oh, they the one throwing this fire and shit down on us. Let's go up there and stop this. See, that's the problem. So they gotta keep y'all distracted. They're gonna keep y'all distracted. And I personally believe, even though the Illuminati might seem like it's Jews and whites who run it, I really believe the seven families original are still black. I believe the black people really run this motherfucker. That's why the Pope bows down and kisses the black people's feet. Why would he do that? The so-called Romans and shit, all they are is different versions of black people over time. From mixing, I promise y'all though, I think the world is really still ran by black people. The seven families. The seven family bloodlines, should I say. Either way, they running us. And they gonna run your kids and your grandkids, kids and your grandkids, kids. And they gonna keep doing it because they gonna keep doing that same two-step. Let me throw another race thing out here. You know, every April, every May, every June, we gotta throw this race incident out. And the real issue is the racist motherfuckers. They the ones that keep this shit alive. Because people who ain't racist, either they don't give a fuck or they don't buy into it, or they say it could have been anybody. It could have been a white dude that stabbed such and such, if it's real or not. It's the racist motherfuckers that hop on here and say, see, I told you, animals lock them up, this and that, all that bullshit that keeps that shit alive. How do you even know what Austin did? If you automatically think Austin is innocent, period, because he got stabbed and he's just innocent, you're racist. You don't even know what possibly could have happened the other way. You just don't. I don't. But I do know this. If Austin was black and the other dude was white, you wouldn't see much of an uproar as you seeing from them. You wouldn't. And also, a lot of black people who saying that he shouldn't have got tried or convicted and shit. You wouldn't see that the other way around too. I'll give you that. But I think the reason why black people are doing that is because they've seen it the other way and the other dude did not get convicted. But it's probably fake anyway. So we're just going to act like this is really going to piss them off. We're going to make it seem like we have all white Jews, right? And we're going to convict him, but we're not going to convict the guy that killed Trevon Martin. That's really going to piss them off. See, they know what they're doing, bro. They doing it both. They playing both sides. Have the white dude get stabbed, and then on the other side, we're going to have the black dude convicted and have all white jurors and shit. And we're going to put that in the paper, too. The black kid convicted by 3 white jurors. Man, it's fake, man. Believe what y'all want. I'm done with this shit. This shit is so easy to see. I'm telling you, the truth sets you free. The truth sets you free. You can go back to Africa, this or that, and we built this and that. All lies. See, I'm free from that because I know the truth. See, I don't have to be like, man, he right, man. I ain't shit, no, I'm nobody. Nah, I know the truth. The truth sets me free. You can't use that on me because I do research. I allow God to show me the truth. It's so true that when the Bible says the truth sets you free, it does. Oh, the black guy got killed by the white cop. Wait a minute, that plate don't even look like a legit plate, for one. For two, why would that white cop just kill somebody right in front of a camera? You know what? That's probably fake, man. That don't even make sense. I think that's fake. See, the truth set you free instead of, see, they got away again, dog, I'm mad, man, I'm racist. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Or on the other end, black people are all bad and my race is so innocent. But if you know the truth, Let's just say I'm a white dude and I know the truth. Well, the truth is, my people are putting poison in all kind of people's food. And they robbing everybody and everything, and they bring the drugs on the boats and all that. They really the biggest murderers, kingpins, and rapists and shit. Not saying black people are innocent, but my race is really just as guilty, if not more. You know what? I'm not going to be racist because my race is just as guilty. Versus not knowing the truth or ignoring the truth. It's just all black people, fuck them, this and that, and all this bullshit. You see what I mean? Trying to tell y'all, bro. They played the same side with the Chud the Builder shit. First they had him on the side of running around. It's so fake. I promise y'all go back and watch the video. You can see the motherfucker's body standing out and then in the blur. That's what you look for. Look for that blur shit. That blur shit lets you know some AI shit. Sometimes it's hard, but a lot of times you can see it. Clearly, you can see that's blurred, right? You know how on your phone you can blur out the background type shit? Whatever. They playing both sides on that. We're going to have Chud running around saying the N word and nothing happened to him and shit. Make white America think that's okay. Then, after we make it seem like he's our hero, the racist, yeah, we love Chud, now we're going to convict him and piss him off. I'm trying to tell y'all, dog. Think about it. Just think. Playing both sides. That's all they do. That's all they do. They've been doing it. And they also are trying to divide us with genders, too. So watch out for that one, too. So on another note, man, that's it, man. I don't got nothing else to say. They do it with race, they do it with money, and they do it with gender. That's why a rich man, let me lock my door. He looking like a thug, let me lock my door. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, the motherfucking rich person about to lose his business to somebody in the business with him, wearing a suit and everything. You worry about this black dude on the street corner, ain't even thinking about it. Matter of fact, he like, man, I can't rob him because if I rob him, they gonna do something about it. If I rob somebody looking like me, I get away with it. But I rob that white businessman, I know I'm going to jail. You worry about the black dude, meanwhile the dude that wear the suit just like you and look just like you about to rob you for your whole fucking business, motherfucker. So keep locking the door on the black dude, dummy. There's levels to this shit, motherfuckers. There's levels. All that surface thinking shit, gotta throw that shit out the window. There's levels. Every race is guilty of murder and all that shit, yeah. But who's a ruler? We need to address these people first. Before you go to any black or white, let's just go to the elite first. Because they the ones that's really making all our lives a fucking living hell. I just don't see how you can worry about a black dude on the street corner that has no power to hurt you and ignore a man that literally can put poison, that is putting poison in your food causing cancer. You ignore that motherfucker though. Let's get online and talk about some more black people. You stupid motherfucker, bro. Stupid. You deserve to get killed by the people that look just like you. That's what you get for being racist. But if you know the truth, shit, I gotta watch what I eat and shit like that. I ain't gotta really worry about black people. They ain't really fuck with me like that. If anything, they only fucking up. They only doing shit to each other. They ain't fucking with me. Why is a white dude even worried about black people? Why is white America really worried about black people? Let the media tell it we are a threat. How are we a threat to you? When have you really seen black people go up to neighborhoods of whites and do this and that? When? You might pull out a story or two, but ultimately, overall, the black person is not white America's threat or enemy. It's their own people. It just fucking is. If you don't believe me, you're a stupid motherfucker, bro. And your kids will keep getting ruled over by these people. And you're going to keep getting poison going to keep being put in Little Johnny's cereal. Mortgages going to keep being robbed. Meanwhile, you worry about a black person. You stupid motherfucker. That's why I laugh at you dumb racist motherfuckers, bro. I don't worry about the racist Johnny down the street. He can't do nothing to me. That's why I let him argue about who black people are by himself. If anything, I'll say some truth to bust him in the head. But he not my enemy. The so-called average Chinese black, or yeah, even black, because they make you think black people are the enemy too, so I throw them in there. The so-called average black person, Chinese person, Mexican, whatever race you want to say. They not my enemy. It's the people who rule the world. That's the enemy. That's the one I got to watch out for. That's the one that got to make me tighten up on what I eat and all this other shit. Them. It's not the racist motherfucker down the street that want to burn a cross. Burn your fucking cross. Long as you don't bring that shit over here to me, stay over there with the enemy. I don't give a fuck. You can't do nothing to me. I just got to worry about the higher ups. You're not going to convince me that I got to worry about black people the most. Well, they're going to rob me the most and this and that. Man, every race do this shit, but who's really robbing us the most? That's who I need to worry about. That motherfucker to rule the world. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, plain and simple. I want y'all to have a great day, man. I hope y'all got something out of this shit, man. This shit fake. When you see that black and white shit, because now they might smooth it out and just say Austin got killed by son. But at first when it broke off, guarantee it. 2 black teens stabbed the white kid. Fuck out of here, man. It's fake. You would have just said 2 kids named such and such stabbed Austin, whatever his last name is. You would have not put an emphasis on the race thing. You did it for a reason. Or they'll say the woman or man or... Man, I think I'm going to name this title, We Should Cry If They Cried When They Buried Malcolm X. That's what I think I might name this shit, because that's how I feel. Like Pac said, I would feel sorry, but I can't, because you didn't care when Lil Natasha and all the Emmett Till and all them got busted and they shit. All the racist motherfuckers in the comments, in fact, you laugh. Bring the ropes back. Bring the ropes back. You stupid motherfucker. That's why the Messiah Jesus was hung on a rope. You don't know that part because you're a racist dummy. Check Acts. You talk about cross. Cross? Nah, you better go read Acts. He was hung from who they slew from a tree, just like you used to do the slaves. Interesting, huh? Wonder why you did that. Could it be because you knew who they was? You knew who the slaves was? We're not even gonna go there with these motherfuckers. That's why I laugh. Yeah, you want to laugh at slaves being hung on trees? That's fine. That just proves even more that the so-called blacks are the Israelites. Now laugh at that and put that in your pipe and smoke it, motherfucker. Acts says he was hung from a tree. Period. Not no nail to the cross. Slew from a tree. Go read it if you don't believe me. Go read it. Gone, man.